Meet the bush dog, a creature that might seem like a mix of a beagle and a wiener dog, but it's actually a fierce hunter from the Amazon. Despite its small size, this pint-sized predator can take down prey as big as a tapir. Its appearance is unusual and intriguing, making it a fascinating creature to learn about. Bush dogs are really strange and hard to find in Latin America. They do things differently compared to other wild dogs, but this unique way of living helps them do well in many places across the continent. You can find bush dogs all the way from Costa Rica to the top of Argentina. They like living in tropical rainforests, but they can also be seen in grasslands, swamps, and anywhere they can hide and find water. What makes bush dogs so interesting is how they do the opposite of what other wild dogs do. While most wild dogs are good at hunting alone, bush dogs prefer to hunt in packs. They also don't bark like other dogs. Instead, they make whining or humming sounds. Even their appearance is different from other wild dogs, with short legs and a round body. Imagine a dog that lives in the jungle and really loves water. That's the bush dog. But what makes them special? Well, let's dive into it. These dogs are super good swimmers, and that's partly because of their special toes that are like webs between their toes. It's almost like they have built-in flippers. Plus, their bodies are designed in a way that makes them great at gliding through water, even though they have short legs. They're like the Olympic swimmers of the dog world. But wait, there's more. These clever pups have a cool trick up their furry sleeves. When they hunt in groups, they work together to outsmart their prey. They'll even set up sneaky traps to lure their target into the water, where another bush dog is waiting to pounce. It's like a surprise party, but for catching food. Their strategy works really well against certain animals like pacas and capybaras, which are big rodents that often try to escape from other predators like ocelots and jaguars by jumping into the water. But little do they know, they're jumping right into the bush dog's plan. Picture yourself dodging a huge jaguar, only to find yourself becoming the prey of a small bush dog weighing just 5 kilograms. Despite their size, these pint-sized canids, smaller than beagles, exhibit surprising hunting prowess. They've witnessed taking down tapirs, the largest wild animals in the Amazon. The strategy involves the pack relentlessly chasing the tapir, biting its legs multiple times until the prey succumbs to ankle injuries and blood loss. It's a slow and relentless demise for the tapir, akin to death by 1,000 cuts. These bush dogs are formidable hunters, proving that appearances can be deceiving. Their adaptability is a key factor in their success. They target the most abundant prey in their environment, making them a threat to a wide range of animals. In the Pantanal region of Brazil, they primarily feast on 9-banded armadillos, constituting over 90% of their diet. In the mountain forests of Paraguay, rodents are their preferred meal. Meanwhile, in the fruit-rich Atlantic forest of southern Brazil, they've developed a taste for bananas and papayas, rivaling their affinity for meat. Regrettably, there's still a lot we don't know about these creatures. They tend to stay in places where it's hard for people to go. They're really scared of humans and stay away from roads and paths. It's rare to catch them on trap cameras. Our knowledge about them comes from a few observations, details shared by local people, and watching how they act when they're kept in captivity. Scientists first found out about them in the 1860s by studying fossils. Back then, they thought these animals were no longer alive. It wasn't until the 1900s that we began to discover more about them. What we do know is that they live in groups, kind of like families. In each group, there's a main couple that's in charge, and a few others that follow their lead. These creatures mate all year round, and they keep their group together by acting a lot like dogs, wagging their tails, making squeaky sounds, and showing that they're okay with someone being in charge. To let others know where they are, they use their urine and poop to mark their territory. The smell is so strong that in many places where they live, people call them vinegar dogs. When these creatures become parents, the mom is pregnant for about 10 weeks. When the babies are born, they look a lot like the most adorable babies you can imagine, like baby Tasmanian devils. This social behavior helps them hunt in dense forests, where ambush tactics are more effective than straight-line speed. This is in stark contrast with their closest living relative, the maned wolf. Yep, these two handsome fellas are related. One of the largest canids, and one of the shortest ones. The maned wolf is a solitary canid from the South American grasslands. They like to hunt alone, growl at others from a distance, and catch small prey that they can hunt with ease by themselves. But the more communally oriented bush dog, which is only about a third of the size of the maned wolf, can catch the largest prey there is in their habitat. So the lone maned wolf got the looks and speed, but the bush dog got the gumption. They got that bush dog spirit in them. So why do these two cousins look so different? Who was their shared ancestor? Well, that's a bit of a mystery. You see, long ago, in the dense, lush forest where the sun barely peeked through the thick canopy of trees, these animals lived alongside each other. But time has a way of changing things, and as the world evolved, so did they. In those tropical rainforests, where the air is humid and the ground teems with life, animals don't leave behind many clues for us to discover. Fossils are rare treasures, and even if they do exist, they're often swallowed up by the earth, hidden beneath layers of foliage and soil. But scientists are a clever bunch, and they've found a way to unravel some of nature's secrets using DNA tests. Through these tests, they've pieced together some clues about their shared ancestry.
But the adults do make that noise as well, so it's sometimes hard if the adults have gone in, because you want it to be the pups, but you're like, not 100%.
We've seen Franco moving pups, and they're very young. It's concerning because when we have seen pups being moved so young in the past, they haven't survived.
The only time that they'd move offspring is if they felt that that den was under threat and in danger, and they'll try and save as many individuals as they can.
It turns out that the bush dog, with its compact build and thick fur, is closer to what their ancestor likely looked like. It's as if time has stood still for this creature, preserving its ancient features for us to marvel at. But the maned wolf, with its long legs and distinctive mane, tells a different story. Once it ventured out of the dense jungle and into the vast open grasslands known as the pampas, it underwent a remarkable transformation. It's like it had a complete makeover, adapting to its new environment with ease. Sadly, the bush dog is facing tough times because of deforestation and the breaking up of the rainforest. These small creatures are semi-nomadic, meaning they move around a lot, and they require large areas of land to hunt for their food. However, as parts of their home get smaller, it becomes harder for them to find the prey they need to survive. Over the last 12 years, their numbers have dropped by 25%, and the situation is getting worse. The rainforest is shrinking because of activities like cattle ranching and mining projects, which means the bush dogs are losing their homes and places to search for food. This is a big problem, and if we don't take action to protect their habitat, the bush dog might have an even harder time finding enough food and surviving in the future. It's essential for us to find ways to conserve their environment and ensure a better future for these little creatures. Hopefully, if we keep safeguarding more places, the animals living there can thrive and have stable populations. Please help by supporting various efforts to protect the rainforest. It's not just about the bush dogs. Many incredible Amazonian animals will benefit too. What topic would you like us to discuss next? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly episodes. Your support means a lot. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to engaging with you in future discussions. See you soon.